Welcome back to the New Regrets Podcast, the only podcast online that is underpeeled, underreeled, and just like Tim Tebow, underkneeled. I'm Tyler.
And I'm Leah.
And together we are fucking terrible. Beat you to it this time, bitch.
I have to poop. But did you beat it to me, though?
I beat you to it. You can interrupt me trying to do it. No, not this time.
You're just mad because I always come up with it. Anyway, so... Ty Bear.
LeSwag.
Tis I. Tis I am a shield. Anyway, we got... Well, so Tyler already had one of these, but I just went to Walmart and bought this microphone because, like... Freaking... Yeah. And we got new mics, and they're really nice, so I'm, like, really stoked about it.
Yeah, we should hopefully sound a little bit better this time. Yeah. Aside from us not having the pop filters on, but we're probably not close enough for it to really affect it.
Nah, we're getting there, though. We'll get there. Dab on them. Dab on a beach. On a bitch, not a beach. Or both, whatever you prefer. Alright, so today, since we're actually going to, somewhat structure this episode. Hang on, pretty sure my boyfriend's calling me. Hello, I am back after that phone call. Anyways, so today we are discussing movies, which is like a big thing for Tyler, because he literally has like 500,000 movies in his room, and he like collects them and keeps them. And it's pretty cool, actually, but, like...
I do collect movies, yes.
But, yeah, so... we're gonna talk about those, and we're gonna dab on them, we're gonna skeet on them, and we're gonna yeet on them, so,
You're white. Do you know what skeet means?
No.
You ever heard, to the window, to the wall?
Yeah, ski.
Yeah, skeet. That means ejaculate.
Oh.
You're coming.
Rad. Okay, well, then we'll ejaculate.
Semen everywhere. Out of a penis.
That's fine. Really, I would hope so. But yeah, so we're talking about movies. Just any movies, I guess. Really, just whatever.
We're going to talk about like the best and the worst. Like our favorites and things that just piss us off.
Oh, man. Here we go.
What? I'm not going to talk Lord of the Rings. Okay? I've already established that I will not go over that today.
Good. Because I fucking love Lord of the Rings.
And you're entitled to that opinion. That's
no,
fine.
Yeah,
I understand. Like, I don't think that they're bad movies.
No, yeah.
Like, they're very well made. Peter Jackson's an excellent director. I just don't like how it ended is all. But I'm not going to get into it.
That's fair. I really don't like how they ended either.
We could probably do a podcast just on the Lord of the Rings.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I'm down.
Coming October 2018.
Do you want to start with... I feel like always starting with favorites is good because... we talk about that a lot less than shit that we hate.
Leah, what's your top three... Just think of your top three favorite movies and we'll go down them.
So, my favorite movie used to be The Lion King, which, like, it's still up there, but it's not really my favorite anymore. My favorite movie of all time, I think, would be Labyrinth. Just because I love it. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
I surprisingly haven't seen it.
Oh, it's so good. But Labyrinth is my favorite movie. My top three. Toy Story's up there. I've loved that movie literally since I was a kid. Like, it's always been, like, one of my favorites. And a third one... I'm really a fan of, like, Tim Burton stuff. So, one of those... Probably, like, Edward Scissorhands. I really love Edward Scissorhands. That's, like, such a cliche one to like. But, I don't know. I just really like it. I know you don't like Johnny Depp, but...
I like Sweeney Todd, though.
I have not seen Sweeney Todd.
What?
I know.
Bruh.
And I hate myself for it because...
Bruh, you're coming over and watching fucking Sweeney Todd sometime. I'm already here.
Like, not tonight, because I'm about to pass out, but...
I know, that's why I said you need to come over, and you will watch it.
Okay.
We need to have, like, a movie day at some point.
We really do, though. But, so those, I guess, would be my top three.
I'm going to talk for an hour right now.
Okay, if you hear snoring on my end, it's not that I don't care about what Tyler says.
It's because she's having a heart attack.
Honestly, yeah. I feel like it right now.
My number one spot is kind of torn between two movies, which would be The Big Lebowski and Aliens. You're making a face.
That surprises me.
Why?
Aliens. Aliens. Oh, snap. I hope some of you have seen the movie Bolt. That's what that's from.
I have not seen that.
The pigeons in it. We're talking about aliens. They're like, aliens. Oh, snap. So whenever someone says that. Anyway, continue. I'm sorry.
So like, why are you surprised by Aliens, though?
Because,
I'm shocked.
like, I know that you're into, like, some sci-fi shit stuff, but, like, I don't know. I never thought you as being someone that's, like, super into aliens, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Aliens, like, the whole Alien franchise, as shitty as, like, 3... You know what? I kind of like 3 at this point. Resurrection's just fucking god-awful. That'll be in the second half of the podcast. But Aliens, to me, is one of the most perfect movies because it has everything in it. It's sci-fi, it's action, there's a little bit of whodunit because Bert's a fucking dick. It's got horror, thriller, all sorts of shit. You know, it's got a strong female protagonist, which does not happen a lot. Especially in an action sci-fi horror. Like, that fucking never happens. And it's funny as shit. Like, when they do the comedy in the movie, it's funnier now. Like, The Big Lebowski is the reason why I consider myself a dudist. Because he is the dude. Just a guy, just taking it easy, man.
I am the dude.
Exactly. And, like, he gets caught up in this, like, who done it? Like, who kidnapped the girl? Where did the money go? It's the Coen brothers. I fucking love the Coen brothers. They did Burn After Reading and Fargo. But it's super funny. In the Coen brothers, like, dark, black humor way, it's hilarious. So it's like 1 and 1. Like, they're just tied. I can't separate those two. 2 would be The Matrix. I know, sci-fi, whatever. But I absolutely adore The Matrix. There's so much, like, symbolism in that movie. It's insane. From so many different religions. The second one's decent. Third one's eh. But the first one is amazing. Leah does not give a fuck right now.
No, I do. I am listening. I haven't seen them. Like, you tell me all the time that I need to watch The Matrix, but I haven't. I really don't, like, watch a lot of movies. I'm more of, like, a Netflix person.
Word. The philosophy in The Matrix is super fucking good. Like, some of my, like, I hate to say this, but, like, a lot of my belief system comes from different parts of movies, because I just relate to them. You know, at one point the Oracle tells Neo, because he asks, do I have free will if you already know what's going to happen? And she says, the choice has already been made. You're here to figure out why. Shit's gonna happen regardless. Mm-hmm. Just gotta figure out why I'm here. Why it's gonna happen to me, or why I'm gonna do it to somebody.
That's a good way to look at it, honestly. It's kind of, like, reassuring. In a weird way.
Yeah.
Because, like, you're not just like, oh, I have this life, and I hate it, and I don't know why I'm here.
I mean, I still feel that way.
I mean, same, but...
Check my Finsta.
Same.
But yeah, like, it's just a really well-made movie by the then Wachowski brothers. They are now the Wachowski siblings because one of them had a sex change. I think that's hilarious.
I see.
And then number 3 is a Korean movie called Old Boy. What?
Just a good old boy.
Never meaning no harm. Look at that harmony.
Bruh. You just harmonized with me.
So, Old Boy is a dude who gets kidnapped and locked in this room for 15 fucking years. And he gets out, and the guy that did it's like, alright, you got like 10 days. Figure out why you were in there. Good luck, bitch. Like, he gets out, and like his family was murdered, and he was framed for it. And he goes to like the sushi restaurant and starts falling in love with the girl that was working there. And so like they're trying to figure out who did it, why they did it, and like the ending of that movie. Fuck, I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody. You just need to see that movie for yourself, because Asian movies get real fucking weird, and that movie's ending just makes you go, oh shit, no. And those are the best kinds of movies. And that would be my top 3.5.
Nice. Good choices. I haven't seen... I think all of them. I'm pretty sure there's like none of them that I've seen. I'm sorry, I'm the worst. I really am. Like, I have a bad habit of not watching new movies. Like, I always watch the same ones over and over because I'm a creature of habit. Like, I know everybody's a creature of habit, but like me, I'm like the habit fucking queen. Like, if it's out of my routine or like it's different, I freak out. Shout out to my homeboy Anxiety. But yeah, I don't know. I just kind of watch the same thing. Don't yawn. Don't yawn. Oh, here we go. Ah!
So, like, side note about yawning, it's one of my favorite things, because, like, we have no fucking clue why we do it.
Right.
Like, medically and scientifically, we have no fucking clue. They have guesses. Mm-hmm. Past that, they don't know.
It's really weird. I'm about to do it again now that we're talking about it.
Because, like, some of the theories are that, you know, the sudden rush of air will, like, cool down your brain by hitting the roof of your mouth.
It's possible.
Which is why when you get, like, brain freeze, you put your tongue to the roof of your mouth and it'll stop the brain freeze because it'll warm that part of your head back up.
Right.
Another one's that you just don't have enough oxygen getting to your brain.
Mm.
The most interesting one to me, that I kind of subscribe to more, is that it's a social thing, where I'm sure you've noticed, when people yawn, people around them will yawn.
Right.
And the reason they yawn is because it's somebody they care about. Mm. So if you yawn around somebody, and they don't yawn back, they don't like you.
That's kind of accurate.
So that's the one I believe the most. Mm-hmm. Why we do it, don't know. But it's social to some degree. Also, along the same lines, almost. If you're ever in a room and y'all are laughing, whoever looks at you, like, just look at who looks at whoever. Because when you're in a room laughing with people, you will automatically look at the person you care about the most in that room.
Mm-hmm. I believe it. I know I've done it before.
So, once you, like, know these kind of things, you can look for them. Sit next to the people, and they cross their legs. Look which direction they're crossing their legs. If they're crossing towards you, they like you. Away from you, they don't like you.
These are all very interesting and good points, honestly. They do make sense.
This is why I grew up being the lonely kid, because I learned to study people. And then I hear all the shit later on in my life going, oh, it is true.
I'm sorry. He yawned back, guys. He likes me.
I do. I don't hide it.
That's true. So, I guess to kind of like touch on, since you kind of like touched on what your movies are about, but everybody literally fucking knows what my movies are about because everybody's seen them. But like, I don't know what made me fall in love with the movie Labyrinth.
David Bowie.
I mean, I do love David Bowie, and like, I was like low-key in love with his character when I first watched the movie, but like, I don't know. It's just like, I really love fantasy stuff, and like, hence why I like Lord of the Rings, and why I like stuff like that. I just like the, like, imagination of it. Like, bringing imagination to life is really, really cool to me, and that's like why I do like movies. Not that I watch as many as you by any means, but like...
Oh, trust me, my depression stops me from watching a lot of movies. I'm surprised I've sat through 3 movies this week.
I feel. But I just think it's cool how... Oh my goodness. I just think it's cool how something that someone thought up, like, whether it be like a little glimpse of an idea or just something they wanted to make, like, that would be really fucking cool to like see it actually played out on a screen, to make your like imagination almost become real. I think that's part of why, like, I mean, not only just movies, but like why I like Labyrinth, because like that was someone's idea, like, is real, and I don't know, like, I don't relate to it, but like I understand like where you would get an idea like that. I don't know, I just really like it. The other two are just because I grew up watching stuff like that. Like, Toy Story's been my favorite since I was a kid. I used to, like, go up to my mom and she'd be like, Leah, what movie do you want to watch? And I would say Woody Buzz. I wouldn't call it Toy Story. I'd call it Woody Buzz. And, so I used to watch it all the time. My mom was like, I was so happy when Toy Story 2 came out, because then you could finally stop watching the first one, because I was so sick of it. And then Edward Scissorhands. I guess, like, I mean, it's, like, a favorite. I don't know if it's a third, but I just can't really think of another one right now. I guess, no. I have my third, and it's the weirdest fucking movie, but I love it.
We're changing our answers today.
So, I know for a fact you've probably never seen this movie, but when I was a kid, I used to go to Family Video. We had one in the town that I lived in, and I rented this movie every time we went. Every single time I rented it. I didn't pick any other movie, just this one. I've seen it about 1 billion times. I own it. It's the weirdest little cartoon, but I love it. It's called The Last Unicorn.
I think we've talked about this before,
it's
actually.
So good. Like, again, with, like, just the whole fantasy thing and, like, I don't know, imagination and, like, I live for that shit. And The Last Unicorn, literally, yeah. That's my third favorite for sure. Like, I just, again, grew up watching that movie. It, like, reminds me of when I was younger and, like, when I would sit at home and, like, just watch it by myself and be, like, overjoyed and happy. I'm gonna get really emotional if I keep talking about it, but, like, I don't know. It just reminds me of a better time.
I will definitely need to watch it at some point.
So good. I have it. I own it.
So, you were talking about how, like, whenever you want to watch a movie, it'd always be, like, Toy Story. Mm-hmm. My movie like that when I was a kid is actually a Tim Burton movie. Beetlejuice.
Friggin' love Beetlejuice.
Like, Beetlejuice is the fucking best.
It is. You are Beetlejuice.
A little bit. I don't know why my mom would allow me to watch this movie so many times.
I know, it was kind of inappropriate.
Like, I'm pretty sure it's rated PG. Mm-hmm. Today it would be PG-13 because of the one use of fuck in it.
Oh, yeah, I forget.
When they leave the little miniature thing and he kicks the tree over. Nice fucking model!
Yeah. Yeah.
The movie's so fucked. Like, it's so Tim Burton, though, because
it's
so fucked.
It's so good, though.
It is good. I love that movie.
And I literally relate to the daughter, Lydia, I think her name is. I am literally her.
You really are.
I mean, like, Winona Ryder's, like, 10 times prettier than me, but
Bullshit.
Okay, whatever. But, yeah. Lydia is me. Like, if you ever met me, like, in real life, you can probably just kind of tell from, like, how I talk. My voice is extremely monotone, and I sound like a man. I know that. I understand that. But, like, I'm very, like, I like weird shit. And I know that that's, like, oh, quirky, like, oh, she likes dark shit. But no, like, I like dark shit. Like, obviously Tim Burton stuff, like, that's whatever. That's not, like, that bad. But I like horror shit. Anything gothic. Like, I don't dress gothic, but, like, I like that shit. Anything that's, like, dark and sad and troubling to other people, I find, like, oddly comforting. So, yeah. And I know this is, like, the most overused quote ever, but, like, when she, in the movie, says, like, I am the strange and unusual, I'm like, I fucking relate. Because I've always been the weird kid. So, like, dab on him. Every time you dab, I'm going to take a shot every time you dab during this. Oh, alcohol poisoning.
Death.
Awesome, I can't wait. But yeah, so I mean, I don't know. That, just like for me, those, I don't really have much more to say about my favorite movies because, like, I don't need to break them down necessarily. Most of y'all have seen Toy Story. If not, go fucking watch Toy Story. If you haven't seen any of the movies that we've talked about, go fucking watch them, because they're all good. So, go do it. I mean, like, I haven't seen Tyler's either, but I will watch them, because I'm friends with him. So, like, go fucking watch them.
And at some point, I'm going to go down a list of, like, really fucking weird movies that everyone needs to see in their lifetime. Not tonight, because I need to curate that list. But it's going to be awesome.
And I will fall asleep if this is any longer than, I don't know. It's going to, yeah.
We still gotta talk about shitty movies, my dude.
I know, which is like, I'm like excited for it, but like I'm to the point in the night where when I get a phone call that stresses me out, I'm not gonna get into it, but like my anxiety goes up and then like my energy's down. It'll be fine. Anyway, I just gotta teach I can't talk. Gotta keep telling myself that, so it'll be alright. Anyways. So, back to whatever the heck you were going to talk about, whether it's shitty movies or your faves or whatever.
No, I'm done kind of like with my favorites. We should work on like the fuck you movies.
Okay. You go first, because I don't have one in mind right now.
30 Days of Night. So I'm gonna spoil some movies here because a lot of times the ending is what pisses me off about movies.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Have you ever seen 30 Days of Night?
Mm-mm.
So it's this vampire movie set in Alaska.
Oh, God.
Where, like, it's 30 Days of Night because the sun don't come out. And it's a decent vampire horror movie. It's okay.
Uh-huh.
Until it gets to the end, when they just kind of said, fuck it, and it pisses me off. They got the goddamn vampire blood in the syringe, and the sheriff, with junkie accuracy, just puts it right in his vein. Doesn't, like, wrap his arm off or nothing, just right in there, so he can turn himself into a vampire to fight the fucking vampires. I know.
That's dumb.
And so, these people are like, someone's hiding under a truck, and like the vampires are like walking around trying to find him. For some reason, not thinking about going under the fucking truck. And there's a gas line to the right of them. And it's punctured, so like gasoline, like oil is spilling out of this shit. Mm-hmm. And there's a fire to the left of them. And it's this oh shit moment. They're going to meet up right at this truck and they're going to blow up. Okay. Couple things are wrong here. One, that's not the kind of gas we get from Alaska. We get natural fucking gas. Like the gas form. Like gaseous gas.
Yeah.
Not liquid.
No.
So this shit's coming out of nowhere that should not be there.
Right.
There's no reason for fire to travel on fucking snow. Just saying.
It's magic fire.
And so, like, it cuts to fucking their fight. Like, the sheriff's fucking fighting the vampires, and it's like, oh my god. And he finally, like, wrestles them down or some shit. And the sun comes up. And then they both die. The leader of the vampires and the sheriff.
That's really dumb.
Okay, so here's the biggest issue. If we just waited half an hour and did nothing, everyone would have been fine. They clearly weren't going to find this person under the truck. That fire was not going to get there. And he wouldn't have had to turn himself into a goddamn vampire and died.
Right.
Wait 30 minutes. Everyone's fucking fine in this movie, and it pisses me off.
That sounds dumb. Dabbing out. Dabbing in. Dabbing and out.
I've got the power of dabbing and anime on my side.
Oh my god. It's like we're throwing up some gang signs or something. Anyway, for me. Put your blood sign away. Movies that I hate? Like, I really don't know. I know there's some that I don't like, but I don't know.
I like how we always aim to do, like, these episodes, like, oh, I don't like this, and then I get super impassioned. You're just like, I mean, I try not to hate anything.
Yeah, because I don't. Like, I don't like the burden of hate in my heart. But, I'm trying to just think of a really dumb movie that I've seen recently. Oh, okay, so a movie that I hated. This is actually a movie that's on Netflix. And it's called Newness. Like Newnness. Literally a porno. Borderline. So I watched it because one of my favorite actors is in it, Matthew Gray Gubler. He's on Criminal Minds, freaking love him. But
Spencer Reed in this bitch.
Yeah, I'm in love with him, but not really, but kind of. But yeah, so I watched it because Matthew Gray Gubler's in it. And I was like, oh, you know, like he usually like does and like he directed it. And I was like, okay, like he's a good director, like I'll watch it. So within the first like 2 minutes, like very, very, very visual sex scene. And I, like, don't like watching people have sex. It bothers me. Not bothers me. It just makes me extremely uncomfortable. I mean, it just does. That's how I am. But, like, they're literally half the movie just these two people having sex, fighting, making up by having very angry sex. It's like the main purpose of the movie was these two main characters were basically just, like, on an app, kind of like Tinder, but it wasn't Tinder. It was something else because, you know, they're not going to pay Tinder to put it in the movie. But some dating app or whatever. And basically you could change like what you want. So like you could be like interested in a relationship or interested in like, or down to fuck or something like that. Basically like you could change like whatever the heck it was you were looking for. So they both had changed their thing to like down to fuck. They had met for like a date. They had a date, went back to like the dude's apartment, had sex, whatever. And so like they end up like falling in love, being together. But like the girl has like an addiction to new things. So she constantly has to be like doing something new. So basically they turn into like, what's the word? A polyamorous relationship. Mm-hmm. And she starts like fucking other dudes, and he starts like fucking other girls, and like they're still together but like they're fucking other people. And like I don't know, some like pretty much the dude she was with says like, oh, like it's fine because nobody like ever makes her come except me, until she starts dating like this older like 60-year-old dude who like she sort of like part-time starts living with, and then like he makes her come, and so the dude's like getting kind of jealous and whatever. And so then they start having problems, and then, like, they start having issues. She, like, moves out for a little bit, and then, like, he gets her back, and, like, the end of the movie is them, like, getting back together or whatever. It was just really stupid and, like, a waste of an hour and a half of my time. I would much rather have been watching, like, fucking Finding Nemo or some shit than watching two people have sex for an hour and a half straight. It was just dumb. Like, I love you, Matthew Gray Gubler. You're a great director, great actor, but hated the movie.
So you're saying I shouldn't watch it?
I mean, if you really want to, knock yourself out. I just really didn't like it. It's just not my thing. I sound so dead right now. I'm sorry.
The movie just took that all out of you, apparently. Yeah.
Back to you, my friend.
So, the worst movie I've ever seen. Hold on. I want to make sure I got this name right. I'm pretty sure I know what it's called, but I just really want to double check here.
6.5 hours later.
Okay, whatever. I thought it was called 99 Lives or some shit. I can't find it now. That's apparently not the name. But let me just give you a rundown of this fucking bullshit movie. So, this couple comes home, and they're just having like a bad day. Like every other goddamn horror movie couple in the history of ever. And this fucking guy kidnaps them in their own house. I know, it's an interesting premise.
Yeah.
It sounds like this should be a good movie. He keeps them separated, and he's like, yo, dog, you gotta find out who I am and why I'm doing this, otherwise I'm not gonna let you out. The guy's like, okay. And he starts piecing all this shit together, and like he gets to go to work once in a while. But the dude said if he calls the cops, he'll kill his wife and shit. And, like, he's seeing all this shit going down, and, like, he's, like, getting shit beat out of him. Whatever. And it gets to the end, and he's like, oh, I finally figured it out. Oh, shit, maybe it's called 99 Pieces, not 99 Lives. Hold on. This might be it now. Yeah, it's called 99 Pieces, because he's piecing this shit together. Thanks, Tyler, you fucking idiot.
Proud of you.
And so he gets all this shit together, and he's like, oh, this makes sense, this is it, I finally figured out who you are, you're this person. And the guy goes, oh, I was just fucking with you. Like, what? This whole movie is literally for fucking nothing.
Oh my god.
Like, all this shit he did means fucking nothing. He's just some random serial killer. And he still ends up just killing them.
I haven't even seen this movie, and it's already pissed me off.
Like, it's like this hour and a half of all this build-up, and he's like, oh shit, this is who it is. Nope. Just some random motherfucker.
Oh my god.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'd be pissed.
That's why I don't like movies that were written, directed, and starring the same person, because they're just incredibly pretentious pieces of shit.
True. Dab on them. So my next movie is one, it's kind of older. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's called Legend, I think. I fucking hate that movie. Because, okay, it's been a while since I've seen it, but pretty much the premises, that's not the fucking right word. Whatever, I don't care. The idea of the movie is to basically, like, unicorns are going extinct. And this man and this woman are on like this journey to save them because like they're kind of like unicorns are kind of like God in this whatever. So basically, I don't remember a lot of the movie, but the ending fucking ruined it for me. And it's because like first of all, I thought the plot was dumb anyway because like it's fucking unicorns. But anyway, I gave it a chance. Regret it, but at least I can say that I did it. So the ending of this fucking movie is this guy and this girl, like, following the, like, either the last fucking unicorn or, like, the last few, I don't fucking know. But they, like, follow him to, like, hell, basically. Where Satan is keeping these unicorns captive. Satan! What the fuck? Like, okay. I almost said I'm all for Satan.
But I mean, we are kind of for... I'm for Satan.
I literally am...
You gotta have evil is good, remember that.
I literally am Satan. Like, that's me. Anyway. But, like... And it was... The end was literally, like, them battling Satan for the unicorns. And it was just all kinds of stupid and fucked up. Dumbest movie I've ever seen. Don't ever fucking watch Legend. It sucks. Probably my least favorite movie of all time. It's horrible, and I hate it.
So, I should rent it?
No. If you want to waste your life, go ahead.
I am literally already wasting my
I
life.
fucking hate that movie. Fuck that movie. Fucking unicorns and Satan. Satan could have at least, like, fucked one. Made something interesting.
I want to watch Satan fucking unicorn. He could rip off the unicorn's, like, horn.
God damn
and
it.
use it as a strap-on to fuck the unicorn.
I knew you were going to say that shit. I was going to say...
Would that just be masturbation?
Not really.
Well, it's fucking itself, kind of.
Oh, yeah. It's
Unicorn?
pretty horny.
Fuck. That's terrible.
That was good. That was a good
That's
joke. Terrible. Okay. To you again. Are we only doing 3?
I don't know. I can probably go for a while.
I mean, I really don't have that many that I hate. Anyway.
That's fine.
Go on.
So, the next one is really more about 2 people. Aaron Seltzer and Jason Friedberg. These 2 should never be given money to write a script ever again. So, some of their notable writing credits include Superfast, The Starving Games, Vampires Suck, Disaster Movie, Meet the Spartans, Epic Movie, Date Movie, and the Scary Movies. Now, what I will say, the first Scary Movie is actually funny. You can say no, that's fine. But the reason it's funny is because there were like 8 goddamn people that wrote it. And the farther up they go, 2, 3, and 4, the less people there were. The Wayans brothers eventually stopped. And it's just these 2 fucking pricks. And their movies are like... You know in fucking Family Guy, when it's all just these callback jokes to, like, pop culture references? It's like someone took that from a 30-second part of an episode of a show and made it to an hour-and-a-half long movie.
That's horrible.
Have you seen any of these?
I've heard of them.
They're fucking atrocious.
I think I've seen some of them. I know that.
I don't even want to admit to how many I've seen.
I've seen the first Scary Movie and I fucking hated it.
And that's fine. Like, I'm not going to judge you on that.
I-
Scream's a better version of that movie.
Yes.
Like, if you watch Scream and you don't pick up on the fact it's a comedy, you need to rewatch Scream knowing that it's a comedy.
True. I fucking love that movie.
It's so funny.
I love Scream.
But yeah, these 2 should never work in Hollywood again. They should never be given money again.
Mm-hmm.
Their movies are god-awful. Like, fuck these people. Just fuck them.
True that.
Fuck them. That's all I gotta say is just fuck them. I can't say anything better, but just fuck them. Those movies are shit. They're lazy. They're just horribly lazily written. And shoot me. Oh, okay. Let's talk about another decent movie until the ending. M. Night Shyamalan's The Village. I don't hate it as much as I did when it came out. And again, for all of these, spoiler alert. Have you ever seen The Village?
I know what it's about.
So, for those of you who don't, it's like basically an Amish community. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's... Okay, spoilers. They make it seem like it's set way back in the past. It ain't. They're essentially just an Amish community that's, like, secluded themselves from reality. And they're all told that, oh, if you go in the woods at night, the monsters will get you. And, like, you see these fucking monsters roaming around and shit. And then it turns out they're just fucking villagers in this costume killing people. Like, it seems so fucking scary and shit. And then, nah, it's just some people. What the fuck? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I don't hate it as much as it did when it came out. When it came out, I was like, fuck everything Shyamalan's ever done. He has since redeemed himself with Split, for sure. Mm-hmm. But yeah, and then it gets to the end, and they run out of the woods, right into a highway, and cars are going by, and it's like, oh my god, second plot twist, it's actually in the normal times. Like, who gives a shit, Shyamalan? Big fucking whoop. Who fucking cares? Fuck your second twist. Nobody gives a shit. And they go to like a ranger station out in the woods, and oh, guess who the fucking ranger is? It's M. Night fucking Shyamalan, because God forbid he doesn't have some bullshit Hitchcockian fucking cameo. At least Hitchcock didn't make himself a character in his movies. He was just some asshole walking by in the beginning at some point. Fuck you, Shyamalan. But Split's good, so keep doing that shit.
Tell us how you really feel.
Dabbing on him.
Dabbing in, dabbing out.
Okay, I'm going to go on a movie. I've never even seen it, because reading about it pisses me off. High Tension. It's based off of, like, a German or... whatever the fuck it is. So it's about this girl, and, like, she's being, like, stalked and shit, and she's, like, fighting the fucking stalker, and she's, like, running away. And then it turns out, no, she just has, like, split personality. But none of this shit makes sense, because she's being followed by, like, a fucking car and shit, and she's, like, fighting this other person. Like, it literally makes no goddamn sense at the end.
Like, is it all in her head or some shit? What the fuck?
It is all in her head, but it's still, like, some kind of physical manifestation going on around her.
The fuck?
It literally makes no sense, and I refuse to watch it.
That sounds dumb.
Spider-Man 3, fuck you. Nothing else to say, fuck you.
Any of the fucking DC movies, though? I mean, Spider-Man's not DC, but...
I'm just, like, looking at a list of movies with shitty endings. One of them is Signs.
Oh my gosh, that movie.
Okay, I'm going to defend Signs for a second.
It's okay. It's not a bad movie.
If anyone doesn't like it, don't view it as aliens coming down. View it as demons. Mm-hmm. Why would they come to a planet where it's like 70% water and water kills them? It ain't all water. It's holy water. Because he's a priest, so all the water's holy in his house. They're demons. That's why they can't open doors. Because you gotta let the demons into your life. Oh my god, religiousness.
Praise the Lord.
Yes, Lord! We're gonna have church tonight.
Yes, Lord, yes, Lord, yes, yes, Lord. I am a C. I am a CH. I am a CHRISTIAN.
Okay, quick shout out to the movie Remember Me. It's got Robert Pattinson, and it's like this love story, and it's like, oh my god, blah, blah, blah. And it gets to the end, I'm making this one super short. Gets to the end, where he's going to visit his dad at work. And guess where his dad works? The World Trade Center, and it's fucking September 11th, and he dies in the fucking plane attack.
What the fuck?
End movie, roll credits.
My god.
Talk about being like fucking incredibly lazy writing.
Yeah, for real. Also, like, another movie that I kind of, like, I don't hate this movie. I hate how it ended, though, but it does follow the book, but I still hate it. It's called Me Before You.
Never heard of it.
It's, like, it's based on a book, but it's about, like, a girl, and she basically loses her job and has to find a job, so she goes, like, a job thing, whatever. And there is this guy who basically got hit when he was on his, like, motor scooter or motorcycle or something, and is paralyzed. So basically she becomes his caregiver and, like, starts staying in his home, like, with his parents and whatever. Basically lives with them. She's, like, kind of a live-in nanny for him. But long story short, they end up, like, falling in love. but his parents agreed that if he made it to like a certain age and he still didn't want to be alive because he got like extremely depressed after he became paralyzed and just didn't want to live anymore because he was like super adventurous before, and like he'd go like skydiving and hike mountains and like all this crazy shit, and then obviously when he got paralyzed, he couldn't do that anymore.
Just imagine mixing those up.
No, but obviously since he's paralyzed, he can't do that anymore, so he became extremely depressed, wanted to kill himself, blah blah blah, had like tried suicide attempts many times. So his parents agreed that if he turned, I think it was like a certain age or like a certain time, I don't know, but they would basically like euthanize him and let him euthanize himself so that he could die and like finally be at peace or whatever. So they end up falling in love, and she's like, oh, like I can change him, like he'll want to live because like he's in love with me and I'm in love with him and we can be happy and blah blah blah. No. This fucker is so, and I'm not trying to say, like, suicide is selfish, but, like, if you're actively choosing to, like, oh, yeah, I'm going to euthanize myself, even though, like, I love this girl and she's in love with me, fucking selfish. So he, like, euthanizes himself at the end, and he dies, and, like, she goes on to live in his legacy, which I think is bullshit. I'd be pissed, but, yeah. So the movie itself is okay, but the ending pisses me off. Yeah.
I might have to watch that sometime.
And I hate, like, romance movies. I watched it with my mom because my mom is a sap and she likes that stuff. I'm not a fan, but I do it to make her happy, so...
Have you ever seen 500 Days of Summer?
No.
Bruh.
I know. I haven't seen anything.
You would love it.
I'm sure that it would.
Like, I know we're in the hate part of this section, but I don't give a shit. 500 Days of Summer is, like... Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Zooey Deschanel not dating. Like, he wants to be with them, like, he wants to be with her, and she's like, kind of, nah, maybe. And it's the most goddamn depressing, true-to-life, like, love story ever.
Good. I hate that fake shit.
Oh, it's great. It's just, it's so, like, real. It's not some bullshit.
I'll have to watch it.
So, I'm talking about a movie that is total bullshit. A lot of horror movies suck.
True that.
If you want to see something that I don't even think should be considered a movie, look up Axum. Like Axe Them, but Axum.
Yeah.
I can't even tell you how fucking god-awful atrocious this movie is. So it starts off in an airport. First scene. There's a few things wrong with this scene. One, it's a top-down scene of a busy airport. These people clearly did not get permission to film here. You don't even know who's fucking talking because there are 100 people in the shot.
Oh my god.
And the microphone, don't know why they even bothered. Because it's apparently attached to the camera that's 50 fucking feet away, pointed at 100 people.
Oh my god.
So you can kind of hear the dialogue with a bunch of people around them. And this is the first scene. It just gets worse. Like, scenes just end abruptly, go to the next one that makes no fucking sense. Oh, the killer's chasing us. No, now he's not. I don't even remember how it ends because I just gave up on it. I don't even know if I saw the ending.
It sounds dumb.
Like, we saw it at Family Video, and we just kind of, we're at the end of it, we were just like, oh, it's probably whoever owns Family Video made a movie, and they required them to put it in every store.
Probably.
It's just bad. Like, you almost need to see how bad it is. It's not quite at the level of The Room, which is just a masterpiece of disaster. If you haven't seen The Room, you need to see The Room. There's no plot.
Ew.
It's just like, oh my god, I love Johnny, but I want to leave him. And he's like, I love you, Lisa. And it's made by the fucking worst dude in the world. He wrote, directed, starred in it.
Oh, of course.
Tommy Wiseau.
Oh.
It has some of the best, worst dialogue in the world. He comes up onto the roof. I did not hit her. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. It's not true. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. Just now realizing his friend is sitting there after going on this long diatribe of how he didn't hit his girlfriend. Oh, hey, Johnny, what's up? As if he didn't just see this happen. It's Lisa. She's saying I hit her. Was it true? No, of course not. Don't even ask. How are you? I've just been sitting up here thinking, just completely blowing off the fact that his best friend said he hit his girlfriend. It's terrible, but it's a good terrible.
It sounds dumb.
Okay, so I'm going to go off another one. This one's kind of a love-hate. It's a guilty pleasure movie of mine, but it's stupid. Cry Wolf.
Okay, I've heard of this one.
It's a really good idea. And for most of it, it's okay. So it's like, oh, we're going to play this game. We're like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, oh, we're just fucking with each other. Who's the killer? But no one's really a killer. And then the friends are dying off. And it's like, oh my god, this shit's real, bitch. And it gets to the end, like, oh my god, it's the teacher. Played by Kevin Bacon. Oh, no. It's not Kevin Bacon. I'm wrong. Oh, shit. It's fucking...
Is it Kevin Ham?
I wish. No, it's, I'm gonna kill myself.
Adam Sandler.
No, he's a singer.
A singer? What? Is his name Kevin?
I don't think so.
Kevin Bacon.
I'm gonna be cutting out all of this.
Kevin Bacon, the singer.
Shit, no. And the teacher is played by fucking Bon Jovi.
Oh. How did you get Kevin Bacon and Bon Jovi mixed up?
Because Bon Jovi is just a long-haired version of Kevin Bacon.
No. I think you are sadly mistaken. Anyways.
But yeah, and so it gets to the end, and it's like, oh shit, he's the killer. Fuck, let's kill him first. And like, they shoot him. And then the girl's like, what the fuck are you doing? He was the killer. No, he ain't. It was all a joke. And all the friends who were dying showed up. They were just fucking with them the whole time. And he ended up killing the fucking teacher.
Oh, fucking awesome.
And it gets to the end, and it's like implied that she did it on purpose because she didn't like him.
That's a mood.
It's basically you. And so it's like, I have this love-hate where, like, I like it because it's such a good idea and most of it's okay. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it gets kind of stupid. Bon Jovi shouldn't ever act. And honestly, spoiler, it's just a ripoff of the movie The Game. Mm-hmm. And The Game did it much better. The Game is like the big boy version of Cry Wolf. Cry Wolf is like the... Okay, imagine you're at Thanksgiving dinner. Cry Wolf is like the kids' table you gotta go sit at until you're fucking 17.
Me.
Same. Like,
yeah.
And then The Game is like the fucking turkey table. Like, this is how it works.
I see. Okay, well, unless Tyler has more to talk about.
We'll just consider this part one, because...
Yeah, we can do a part two for sure.
I can hate on movies and love on movies forever. Because it's my favorite thing in the world.
So we'll do a part two to this. We'll talk more about it, but for now I'm a little pussy and I'm sleepy as fuck. But yeah, thank you again for tuning in to our podcast and oh my gosh, I can't talk. Continuously listening to us. We appreciate it very much. And this has been the New Regrets podcast, and we are signing off and dabbing the fuck out.